Well, Capricorn, expect that this week is going to bring a lot of challenge when it comes to decision making or putting your thoughts in order. We're going to get deeper into that. Capricorn, this is your, I was about to call you Saturn. No, Capricorn, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There's always an extension to this video, which you can find the link to below. I hope you guys will join me for it. You also have the option still of joining the Unbound membership, which will give you unlimited access to all the extended readings as well as all the channel perks. You can check that out under my channel memberships, and I hope you guys will join. Your videos come out, Capricorn, every single Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So remember to subscribe to the channel and then ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And join me for a daily tarot card reading, which I do live chat Monday through Friday over on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation, and I'll attach the link above. So let's get into the astrology first, and then we will move on into the cards, all right? Okay, there's a square between Saturn and Mercury. That is it's the dominating energy this week until it culminates into a grand square, or what we call in astrology grand cross, on Sunday, because the moon will move into Leo, and that will create those 90-degree angles all around and those perfect two oppositions in between. And ultimately, that is really the culmination of everything that you feel oppressed by or stressed by, that is immovable and grinding on you. And it's all going to be, it's not going to last long. Expect a lot of release Monday, Tuesday. So this this square between Saturn and Mercury all week, it's big because it's like you can't get anything done. You know, it's like the thoughts in your head are just not making any sense. I feel bad for anybody who's trying to make really difficult decisions in this energy, because those difficult decisions are going to be made more difficult by the fact that they're having a hard time focusing, or having a hard time finding information or putting information together. There's just a struggle around any kind of information right now or decision making, because Mercury is still in retrograde, and it's like right before that it goes direct. So Mercury goes direct on June 3rd, and then you have this grand square or grand cross, whichever one you want to call it, over the weekend, and it's fueled by the moon in Leo, which is very egotistical to begin with. It's very self-driven. This talks about a lot of oppression, feeling of not being appreciated, or not being able to be who you are or do what you want to do, or be paid enough attention to, be seen and acknowledged for all that you are. This doesn't have to be you. It could be somebody that you're dealing with, but there is a culmination over the weekend that really kind of brings everything to the threshold and makes everything kind of explode or implode, which is more to the point. And then things can start making sense again. Over the next week, going into next week's astrology, things are clear enough to start moving forward again. But the frustration levels, what I really want you to focus on, or not prepare for, the frustration levels this week are going to be extremely high, especially surrounding aspects of your life that involve information collection, reporting, figuring things out. Guys, this is just not the best time for you to take any tests or do any interviews. In fact, the more alone you can be this week, the better, because any kind of interaction or communication with others is going to be challenged in some way. Usually through misinterpretation, misunderstanding, or just not being on the same wavelength or path with each other, especially with more complex issues that take a lot of intellect to understand. This is not a good week to go over your medical records. You know, this is not a good week to, like I said, take a test that's really important. You don't want to do that You don't want to do that week. You don't want to do that this week. You want to let everything clear, because ultimately, not only will you not be in your best mindset because Saturn is square to Mercury, but you will be judged very harshly for any decisions that you do make, because they won't hold up. It won't make any sense. So honestly, if I had to deliberate anything, I would put it off till next week. I really would, because ultimately this is almost going to set up your karma, and you can feel the weight of it on you. So if you have any ability to postpone this to next week, this is something that I would really strongly advise you to do. If you have to make the decisions this week, it's going to be slow, it's going to be pedantic, it's going to be take extra time, more time than you ever thought it should take. But that's also self-judgment. You can't fight the universe. So just kind of like go along with it now. Yes, it's going to be difficult, and you're for some reason going to be major focused on the details, when in fact what you should be focused on is your gut, because your gut is really clear right now. Neptune is in a wonderful position. Jupiter is in a wonderful position. So there's just this exceptionality when it comes to trusting your instincts. It's just that you don't like to. You don't like to trust anything instinctual. You like to see it all and know it all and have it all measured. But that's where the conflict is coming this week. And so unless you can definitely just go with your gut and say, hey, I don't need all this information, I'm going to trust my gut, trust my instincts, you'll be able to make really good decisions with those. Because if you try to make it add up and make it make sense, it's not going to. So let's get into the cards. Capricorn. 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 We have believe in yourself. Now, I want you to take that to heart. This is Virgo energy. And in fact, I think it's next Monday, Tuesday, when the moon goes into Virgo, everything kind of like heals, which is interesting because Virgo energy is healing. But ultimately, there's a sense of believe in yourself. Stop believing in the facts. Stop believing in the proof. Stop believing in what is seen and measurable, and start believing in your ability to handle this situation. That is going to work well for you. This is also a sense of believe that you're worth it. Will you have challenges with that this week? Yes, but ultimately, that's your way through. Believe in yourself. Plant those seeds, even though, I gotta say, nothing is gonna make sense to you. It's saying plant those seeds anyway, simply because you desire it, you want it, and something about it, you know it. You guys are more intuitive than you give yourself space for. And I want you to allow yourself to have the space to set something in stone or commit to the beginning of something that you're led by with your gut. Your gut is not going to lie to you this week. Your brain will. Your brain will be like, well, the facts aren't here. We want to be... Being really cranial is going to get you stuck. It's going to get you stuck. It's going to get you frustrated. It's going to put you in contention with others. If you make a decision from the gut, this is what... It's almost like you're being forced out of your comfort zone. Because your comfort zone is, like I said, things that you can measure, things that you've planned, things that you know, things that you've had tangible interaction with. That's your comfort zone, but your comfort zone is betraying you this week. And the point is to learn something outside of your comfort zone. That's the only way we grow. So your intuition is something that I really want you to hone in on. That is your only tool of measurement, and you can't measure it. You have to have faith in it, and you have to trust it. And it's so important, because if you can muster that, then you know where to plant those seeds. And this card wouldn't have come out if you didn't already feel something really strong inside of yourself. Go for it. It isn't going to make sense. It doesn't have to. And you will hold yourself back and oppress your potential if you keep trying to make it make sense. That's a waste of your time, and it's going to fluster you. We have now is a lucky time. What did I tell you, dude? It is a great time to follow your gut. Plant those seeds, not through decision, but through intuition, right? Now is a lucky time. Things are going to start moving forward. Things are going to start to blossom. It's almost like, in some ways, it's like, because I can't measure the rain, I'm not going to trust that it already rained. You know, because I can't measure the groundwater, I'm not going to plant this seed. Don't do that. Now is a lucky time. There's the ability to increase your value, increase your prosperity, increase what will come from or grow out of any seeds that you plant. Fertility here, we have the rabbit energy, which is, yeah. This could be literal for some of you guys. I don't know if you guys are looking. Anytime I get these kind of cards, it's planting the seed and fertility. So this is actually a very fertile time for you. You may not even realize the fertility is there, but the fertility is there. It is there. That could be literal for some of you who are looking to get pregnant, or if that matters to you. This is when the seed gets planted. There is some seed that's being planted. And of course, that is metaphoric as well. It doesn't have to be a human baby or an actual, physical baby or pregnancy, but it's being pregnant with a new idea, starting something that you really believe in, being able to make many out of few. It's sort of miraculous, if you will. Freedom is yours. This is Aquarius energy. That can be difficult for you. Freedom can be difficult for you. But that's where you have to plant your seeds, in your freedom, in what is liberated, in those aspects of you that are liberated. Those are the ones that you have to trust, because they're the ones that will carry you forward and offer you progress. This is also some sort of obligation that you're now getting released from. You want to be free. Oh my God, I just heard this. Saturn, Capricorn. If you want to be free, take the easy answer. To you that seems sloppy, to you that seems irresponsible, impractical, no, it's not. Because all of those things aren't working right now. The easy way, see, you're over-judging the easy way. The easy way is your intuition. The easy way is what you already know. Believe in what you already know. That's actually very difficult. It's so challenging, Capricorn, for you to make the decision to take the leap of faith in yourself. You already know the answer, and you're so close to freedom. You're guilting yourself into thinking that I'm not doing it hard enough. It's not hard enough. I'm wrong for taking the easy way out. No, you're not. You're right for taking the easy way out. For you, taking the easy way out is the hardest thing you could do. This is the biggest challenge for you. But you must. You absolutely must, because there's a certainty in you that it's not the easy way. It's just you're certain. You just don't know why you're certain, and you're sitting there trying to qualify and measure the qualities and the qualifications. Stop. Because all that shit is going to backfire in your face, and it's going to hold up a decision that you're going to end up making a week from now. But you can make it now, and you can be free, and you can save yourself a whole bunch of fucking time. Trust your gut. Clear out the clutter. Get rid of all this shit. There's clutter in your mind, right? Your mind is cluttered. There's clutter there. What does your gut tell you? I'm going to ask real quick, and you tell me the answer. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Yes or no? The first thing that came into your head. What's the answer? What do you want to do? What do you really feel? What do you really believe? You have a right to go with that, and you got to shoot from your gut. Because all the other shit, this is legitimately, Capricorn, when you get buried with all the odds and ends and bullshit, with all the bureaucracy, with all the paperwork, with all the questions, they are designed to fuck you up. They are designed to trip you up. They are designed to hold you back, because they know it's easy to trap a Capricorn this way, right? Don't let the trap be set. Be like, fuck it. I already know this shit isn't important. I'm not going to let it be what decides and dictates my future. So much of what's going on right now is about you realizing you have other abilities outside of your norm. and you have other things to fall back on instead of your norms. So ultimately, clear out the get rid of it. Liberate yourself from it. Say, oh, you want to suck me in, don't you? You want to suck me into all the particulars. You want to distract me. But I understand that that's just distraction, so that your sleight of hand behind me can take anything at once. I'm on to you. I'm clearing out the clutter. I'm seeing things very clearly. I'm not letting that shit distract me, because it's just a pitfall. With Saturn square to Mercury, getting involved in all that paperwork and shit, it's just a pitfall. I'm telling you that right now. You're never going, either that or leave it till next week. If you can leave it till next week and that's your safety zone where, oh, I won't make this decision. I mean, it depends on what you're making the decisions on. It. The bigger it is, you know, then I'm going to make the decision next week. I'm not going to do it until my head is clear. But on those things that you're certain of, don't doubt your own certainty. You got to trust your fucking gut. You got to trust your gut. Okay, so what is this with regards to? We have Gemini energy here. There's duality here, and you're seeing both sides. There's a situation here where you can see that something is just not adding up. There's a dualistic nature. I don't know, this has been going on for a while. Gemini is leading you forward. It's been leading you up to Gemini season. So it could be a lot of a conflict or information that you've been obtaining all the way through up until now. Now we're in Gemini season. This is conversations or discussions that you've been listening to or privy to between two people, both that are sort of like oppositions, trying to figure out the duality between them. It's like who to believe, who to believe, who to believe. Which side of myself do I believe? Which part of myself do I believe? You already have the answer. This is bountifulness and yeah, it's bountifulness and benefit and prosperity. You're offering somebody a gift. There's a decision you're going to be able to make the decision. It's like, who nurtures you? Who makes you feel nurtured? This is also you healing somebody. You could be helping somebody to heal or taking care of somebody, nurturing them, helping them grow. Deciding to make an investment in someone based on how healthy you think they are, right? I'm not going to go deeper. How do they make you feel? And by feeling, I don't mean emotion. By feeling, I mean the vibration. When you're in this situation or around this person, whichever pertains to your life, who has a more wholesome feeling? Who is more wholesome? What makes you feel more wholesome? What makes you feel right? That's the decision. That's it. That's the answer. It's not about crossing T's and dotting the I's or all the odds and ends. It's about clearing that shit out. This is also about health. Having the fuel or having the energy to work on your health or work on a situation where you want to improve what you're eating, how you're eating, something like that. Capricorn. Co-create. There's a challenge here. There's a difference here. Not easy. No, I gotta tell you, you keep going in circles. You're finding it difficult. You're going in circles because it's hard for you to work with people. That's the communication error. That's the Saturn square Mercury, and Mercury being in retrograde, is everything keeps going on in loops. It's like you can't understand each other's way of communicating. So it's like it just keeps going round and round and round, and that's why you're not getting to an answer. There's an answer that you're not getting to. Co-creating, it's like it's not working out. What isn't working out? Because you keep trying to make sense of shit together. I want you to have a real honest conversation with whoever you're dealing with. I want you to say, what does your gut tell you? What does your gut feel? What does your gut say? Forget about what your mind says. What does your gut feel? Because I know what my gut feels. Let's talk from the gut. Let's do that. But there's definitely some challenge here. Somebody that you're working with. Could be something with food, something with like arguing about food, or a challenge happening, a conflict maybe with health or the way you go about nutrition. But there's a conflict here. It's almost like somebody's not on the same page as you, or you can't agree what's best. Ask yourself this question. I really want you to. Do you have a right to agree what's best for somebody else? All you can do is control yourself, and sometimes you just have to wait for the other person to be ready to join you. Sometimes it's not, oh, it's not just, hey, it's like you do you, I do me. That's kind of, we have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Interesting. You're going to have to face yourself in order to make things work with somebody else. What are your fears? What did I tell you? The most challenging thing for you guys is to take this leap of faith. What are you afraid of? That's what you have to do. Because that's the right answer. I'll get you more details. The link is below. I hope you join me for the extended. I'll see you guys there.